Hello, good morning. You're welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to go straight to the part 2 section of how my journey thus far being a nurse from Nigeria and now practicing in the UK. Stay tuned with me as we journey through this video. Thank you very much. Thank you, my new viewers. Thank you for coming. And to my returning viewers, thank you for always coming back to watch my channel. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Please remember to share to anyone who you think will need this video and will be helpful to them. Thanks so much.
Okay, Miss Oluwatola God's favor. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you very much.
So now back to my question. The other time we stopped at when you were transiting from what propelled you, and you made mention that you are the BSc. Can you just tell us about your BSc in nursing journey? Can you just give us a brief summary of it?
Okay. After my nursing school, I went straight into my degree. Meanwhile, I was working while schooling because it's a very flexible course. Have your lectures online, do your tests online, but we have to go to the school for exams, 2 weeks, and sometimes we have to go for clinical posting. They post us to some hospitals, and it's flexible such that hospital closest to you, they recognize hospital like a teaching hospital closer to you. Probably, let's say for example, you're living in Delta State, Delta State Teaching Hospital, and Lily Hospital is recognized by Lautech. So it was an advantage to me. I was working in Lily and I was able to do my clinical posting in Lily hospitals.
To be candid, you studied at
Ladoke Akinola University, Ogbomoso, Oyo State.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. Now, can you just give us a brief summary of the challenge you faced while in that school? How were you able to balance it, your work life and schooling, and how were you able to balance it? And also saving for the schooling purpose. Yeah. Or you were financially funded by your parent?
Well, for the financial aspect, it was a bit tough because, I had to save like 50% of my income per month. And like I said, I don't know, I think God just helped me. Being in Lily Hospital really helped my journey, I would say, because Lily Hospital gave annual leave separately. You're entitled to 3 weeks annual leave. And if you're on study, you are entitled to exam leave. You're also entitled to casual leave. Probably you have finished your exam leave, you finished your annual leave, and probably you have an emergency. You're entitled to 5 days casual leave. So all this leave, I combine everything together. You have 1 week exam leave in a year. So combine everything together. And the facility was so supportive such that if you don't have enough leave, because we go to school 3 times in a year, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 semesters in a year, and probably you finished your annual leave and all the leave you needed and you're a bit stranded, the head of department, they are really flexible as well, such that you can work back to back. Probably can do like 5 night shifts and have like 4 days off. And from there, you pick your annual leave and just combine. You can just take 2 weeks out of your annual leave or 1 week. Then next semester, you do something similar such that you'll be able to fit in all your leave and be able to leave your workplace to write your exams. And for the financial aspect, for the first year, I just graduated then and I don't have money, So my dad took over all the responsibility. And from the rest of it, God helped me. Subsequently, I did it because I was like, no, I can't be working and be expecting my dad to pay my fees, and my siblings are in school as well. So what's the essence? So I was actually I was saving a lot, not only for my school and for also some of my foreign exams.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. So this is just a tip for everyone that has gotten their diploma. Like you said, you've gotten your diploma.
Yeah.
So this is a tip for everybody. That means you can also advance while working. Don't just sit down there and you say you are done. No, try to advance your career. And just like Ms. Oluwatola God's favor has done. So, okay, that's a good one. Now, moving next to the next question, I want to ask, so what was the process like, for you migrating? Can you just list some processes or some things, some exams that you did in order for you to, prepare yourself for the opportunity of becoming a registered nurse in the UK?
Okay. Firstly, the first step is you register with Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK. That's the first step, and that's cost you about £140. Yeah. So we normally use a third party, you transfer the equivalent in naira while the person help you to pay in pounds, something like that on your portal. Because most times with our Nigeria card, you can't really pay in pounds. Some of the cards anyway, but as at then, I don't know how to go about it. So someone from UK had to help me to pay while I transfer the equivalent in naira to the person. So after your NMC registration, UK registration, you have to be verified by Nursing and Midwifery Council. So UK NMC, they are going to contact the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria to verify if you are actually registered as a nurse in Nigeria. So after this verification, then NMC UK will authorize you to go ahead to write your CBT exam. That's a computer-based test for nurses. That's part 1 and part B. Then the part 2 is the OSCE exam. You have to come to the UK to write that one. But the first part is the CBT exam.
Okay.
Then in between, you are required to do your IELTS, your English test. It's either you do OET or IELTS, but most times IELTS is more accepted.
Okay.
And you must have at least a band 7 in each of the modules. And 6.5 is allowed in writing, but the rest you must not have anything less than 7 in your IELTS exam. So some people start with IELTS before writing the NMC registration, doing the NMC UK registration, but whichever way, you can be doing anyone concurrently. Like for me, I did my CBT exam first before going to write my IELTS.
Okay, can you just tell us about how you prepared for your IELTS? Because based on some research, many people most times fail their IELTS on the first sitting. So what tips can you give them, or how were you able to overcome yours? Did you add it at the first sitting, or how were you able to overcome it?
Well, my IELTS experience was not a good one, but I've seen many people who passed on the first attempt, some on the second attempt, but I'm sorry to say, I did mine 4 times. I had to go through IELTS 4 times before I got it. I had this reading module that always bring me down. I always fail, probably 0.5 or 1 mark will just drop, but I overcome at the end. But what I would say is, as you are preparing, do not rush to write, and ensure that most challenging module is the reading. Ensure that you are able to finish all the questions within the time frame, and you are getting the required mark. Probably a band 7 is what you need, and you get the required mark. When you are getting it stable and it's stable, then you know that okay, you are prepared. But sometimes you are getting the required mark and you are doing it for over 2 hours. You know that you are not yet close, because most time it's time management. Time management has always been my own weakness, I would say, on that reading. Because most time I don't finish before time in the exam and I end up failing. So.
Okay, I would love to ask you this question. Like, what's the time frame? Like, the time frame, like in numbers of days that the person needs to sit down to prepare for the IELTS before writing? What's your own perspective about the numbers of days that can prepare a person for IELTS?
Okay. For me, I would say at least 6 weeks. Then some people have to take more time. Someone like me, I was working, I was schooling, but I was doing so many things. I can't just start. Some people think I'm not serious, but that's just me. I was learning how to bake. I was attending IELTS lessons. So doing a lot of things at the same time, I barely have time. So for someone like me, although you have to prioritize what you're doing anyway. But I was thinking I'm going to pass on the first attempt, and I already registered for my baking class, and only for my result to come out. And so, but since I've registered, I'm into it already. I have to just be doing everything all along. And my schooling was definitely very important. It was in between the schooling, that's when I realized that, I think I can be writing my exams. At least before the end of my course, I can travel abroad, or by the end of my course. So I have to be doing everything concurrently. So
okay.
At least 6 weeks, yeah.
Okay, one thing I can pick from Miss Omideji is that she kept on writing the IELTS exam. So to our viewers out there, please try.
Never give up.
Never give up. That's the word. That's the niche, right? Never give up. Thank you. So can you tell us post IELTS experience?
Wow. You need to see that feeling. I mean, I wish I was with you that day. I was at work when I checked my results, and I was like, I just screamed and I lied down on the floor. Honestly, it was the best feeling ever. I've never been that happy in my life before. Imagine writing something over and over. And this thing cost you money. As at them, my first attempt, I wrote it 75,000. Second time, they've increased it to 79. The third one, 89. The final one, I think 89 as well. So this is your blood and sweat you're saving. And I had to collect some, from my dad. My daddy paid like 2 or 3 times, and I could not even go to him the last time and tell him that I need money for IELTS. So it was really demoralizing all the while, but it was the best feeling ever, I won't lie. So, and it motivated me because as at then I've already passed my CBT, I've done my NMC registration, just my English, so that I can start applying for job. And immediately I got my IELTS, I started applying for job because I already have all the requirements. So it was sweet.
Okay, not to make this video too long, can you just tell us how you applied for a job?
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably that, not to make this video too long, like you said. I think that will be better in another video. Please let me know in the comment section if you want to know more details about this, and please specify what you want me to talk about. So, but for the application of job, we have different websites. We have the Track Jobs, Indeed.com, and funny enough, I got mine through Cold Mail. I just sent a mail, the cover letter, my CV. I attached my IELTS, my CBT, and the necessary documents needed, and I got an interview invite, and that was it. So it took me 8 months to actually get a job, but in between I had different interviews, and sorry, I failed. Not really I failed, sometimes network issues, and well, life happened. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for staying with me to the end of this video. And please don't forget to put a thumbs up. This is your first time and you find it amazing, please subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos whenever I post videos. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.